Us being here today, I am proud to see every single individual in front of me today. This is Clifton. This is America. It's a melting pot of different colors, different religions, and different backgrounds. But I also be remiss if I did not do what I'm about to do right now. I want to thank the men and women behind me. Give it up! Let me tell you something. Some people just control their eyes. Why did I do that? I've been born and raised in Clifton for 35 years. Next generation in Clifton is running around somewhere behind me. My son. Alright? I know maybe half of the men and women behind me. And I can definitely, I will put my life on line for them, for who their characteristics are and who they are. Do not judge a dumb A for killing somebody in another state and assuming that these men and women would do the same thing. We don't know that. You're absolutely right, and that's what I'm trying to say. But listen up. Listen up. You may agree, you may disagree. But like I said, can you hear me? Anyway, let me wrap it up. You may agree, you may disagree. But at the end of the day, they shed red blood just like the rest of us.
Elections that we are going to be a part of your lifetime, okay? Alright? this whole event, this paper, we have voter registration forms because it is so important that after this election, as many young people as possible are registered to vote so our voices can actually be heard aside from this, alright? Now you have another speaker coming up, alright? His name is Mo Green, okay? People are dying. Register to vote. Stop racially profiling black people. Stop calling us the N-word. I don't care. N-I-G-G-A. You should never feel comfortable calling a black person that. Never. And I don't care if you hear another black person calling a black person that. That don't give you the right to do it. So we're gonna fight to end racism. We're gonna fight to end stereotypes. And you guys don't have to like it. You walk with us because let me tell you, we come from descendants that move no matter what. We're gonna survive no matter what. And I'm glad to see y'all out here because I know a lot of y'all are not from Clifton. I hail from Patterson. But let me tell you, it's one time over. And we might look different. Some of us might speak differently. We may love different people. We may love women. We may love men. But we're human beings. Nobody is better than the next person. And as a proud black woman, and y'all could boo me if y'all want to because at the end of the day, it's my decision as a proud black woman. I support law enforcement. So you can yell at them to take a knee. They don't have to take a knee because they're here, on the contrary to some of y'all hating them, to make sure we're safe. So do me a favor. Show the organizers some respect. Show the speakers some respect. Thank you. And register to vote because on November 2nd, or whatever day it is, I think it's November 2nd, we can get Trump out the White House. but, and I'm almost done. Trump used to be on The Apprentice show, and he loved telling people that they were fired. So, on the count of 3, I want all of us to send him a message by telling him, you're fired. Are y'all cool with that? All right. One, two, three.
Everybody give me another round of applause for my words. Thank you. And again, like she said, I cannot reiterate it enough. It is one of the most important elections of our lifetimes as young adults or even as adults. So make sure that you go to the website that we have in the back with voter registration slips and make sure that you fill those out if you're not registered to vote. It is one of the most important elections of our lifetimes, and I can't stress that enough, okay? Our next speaker is going to be Mo Green, okay? For those who don't know Mo,
I've lived in Clifton for about maybe 10 years now. And I just want to say, I might be different from some people in the crowd. I don't want to be here right now. Okay? I don't want to be here because me being here means that the things that we've been fighting for since I was about maybe 12, 13 years old, Trayvon Martin, nothing has changed. But this is the time that we're changing right now. I'm not here for the long run. I'm really not. I'm going to just stay through. I'm going to read this list that they gave to me, and I'll be on my way. All I want to see is everybody in this crowd actively, daily fighting for a change. That's it. I don't want to see any words being thrown around. I don't want to see or hear anything about any of these people behind us trying to protect us, trying to kill us. This power is working. If everybody does their part, if everybody does their small part in this big fight, it'll make everything easier. Now, if you just list some names, just list some names. You know some of these names? You probably know some of these names. You probably don't know some of these names. But just know that they were affected by the same thing that we're here for today. But I want you to give me a recite back after I say these names. Give it back to me. The first name, Tony McDade.
Tony McDade.
David McAtee.
David McAtee.
Ahmaud Arbery.
Ahmaud Arbery.
George Floyd.
George Floyd.
Christian Cooper.
Christian Cooper.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
Atiana Jefferson.
Atiana Jefferson.
Katherine Johnson.
Katherine Johnson.
Renisha McBride.
Renisha McBride.
Philando Castile.
Philando Castile.
The Charleston Nine.
The Charleston Nine.
Sandra Bland.
Sandra Bland.
Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon Martin.
Tamir Rice.
Tamir Rice.
Oscar Grant.
Oscar Grant.
Anthony Hill.
Anthony Hill.
Kevin Davis.
Kevin Davis.
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis.
Walter Scott.
Walter Scott.
Amadou Diallo.
Amadou Diallo.
Eric Gardner.
Eric Gardner.
Nicholas Thomas.
Nicholas Thomas.
Those are some of the names of the very long list that have been affected by police brutality. Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter. 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 Black Lives
Listen up! Listen up! Listen up! Listen up! Listen up! Now, George Floyd, there's a video about 8 minutes and 46 seconds long of a black man named George Floyd getting killed in broad daylight.
Everybody, just repeat after me. George Floyd was suffocated to death by a white police officer. He's kneeling on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. So now, we're going to take a moment of silence for 8 minutes and 46 seconds to honor George Floyd. Now,
take a knee, guys.
Alright, so we're gonna run that moment of silence back, alright? You ready? We're gonna run that back. I told you guys, you cannot let the outside people get into what we're trying to do here. Unity and community, like this is supposed to be a peaceful thing, you know what I'm saying? Just don't filter that shit out. I'm sorry. Filter that out and let's run this back, okay? Alright, everybody take a knee again and let's try this again, okay? Alright, we're gonna start it now, so please, moment of silence. Don't let that stuff. I'm gonna start it when everybody's kneeling and everybody's quiet, because I'm not doing this unorganized. I'm not gonna do this. Alright, I need everybody kneeling and I need everybody quiet, so we can do this the right way. I see too many faces that I know out there not kneeling and not being quiet. So I'm not going to start until we're kneeling and we're quiet. Can everybody hear that? Alright, I need everybody kneeling and I need everybody quiet. Repeat after me, everybody kneel. Everybody quiet. Everybody kneel. Everybody quiet. Thank you. Alright, I can't get everybody to kneel, but we need to do this, alright? So we're gonna start right now, okay? Anybody that you hear from outside, block that out. I mentioned that in the beginning. It's gonna happen. Look where we live. It's gonna happen. But you can't let that infiltrate what we're trying to do here, alright? 8 minutes and 46 seconds for George Floyd starting now.
I know it's a moment of silence, but for the last 30 seconds, can y'all just put your fists in the air, please? For the last 30 seconds. That's all I ask.
Thank you, every single one of you. Like she said, some people are going to take this opportunity as an opportunity to go on social media and be a social media activist or whatever the case may be. But the real people, the real fight is happening right here. So I want to thank each and every one of you for peacefully sitting there for that 8 minutes and 46 seconds. I know the words and thank you. I appreciate you all. We have another speaker on the program. He's another Clifton member that graduated in the same class as me. His name is Nadir Pearson. He's very involved in the community here when he goes to college. So I'm going to pass up the mic to him and he's going to say a few words, okay? But please, remain peaceful. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you all organizers who put this together, putting some work, blood, sweat, and tears into this, and to the people who've been losing their lives. I appreciate y'all. I think the biggest thing for me, I've lived in every part of Clifton, from here to then. Hello? Hello? Louder? Hello? Can you hear me now? That's better? So all I was saying was I've lived in all parts of Clifton for years and years. And at this point, it's amazing to see that y'all coming out and people are supporting. I think the biggest thing that we need to do right now is know each other in the community. Who's the person next to you? Leave today so we know everybody and you feel comfortable where you step. All right? I see people thanking the policemen. I'm not too excited about preemptive thank yous. There's a lot of work to be done.
Thank you!
There's a lot of work to be done. I want to get to that point. I want to. Right? I think we all do. We all just want to be able to walk outside, jog outside like a Ahmaud Arbery. I think that's what we want to do. Is live our lives without that fear. Even in the neighborhood. Clifton is one of the most diverse cities in the country. Top 25. So if we can't get it right here in America, then we got a real long road ahead. It's been 400 years plus. 400 years plus since this whole project started. All right? So, like I said, I really appreciate y'all coming out here. And we got to know the stats. We got to know the facts. And we know that, like Marquisha was saying, there's a way to talk. And then, they're going to police us, but we really need to police ourselves. Right? Ahead of that. Because it's us counting on each other to get us out of here. This is not a one-time thing. This is not the last time I better see any of you. Hold each other accountable. Hold each other accountable. The next time you come out here, if that person wasn't here, why you wasn't here a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time? Because I'm just 23. I don't want to come back. Trayvon Martin, he said he was 12 years old. I've lived a short life, and this has happened far too many times. Like, more times than I've had good shit happen. So I just don't, at this point, we really got to make a change, and I think we all feeling that right now in our hearts. Everybody's hurt. You ask somebody how you doing, you fucking hurt. Nah. Like, I see somebody in the news, that could be my cousin. Like, I don't know why I got lucky. Like, it's, so many of us, nobody did everything right. Nobody who came up here said everything right. But you have an intent, and you feel my heart right now. And I'm from Clifton. I was born in Mistake, but I'm from Clifton. Like, I don't say that to whatever. Like, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not from the hood. Like, this is Clifton, and we still feeling that everywhere across the nation. If it happens there, it happened here. And that's how we gotta start taking it. So, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, keep each other accountable. That's all I want y'all to take away. Is stay connected with who's here and figure out a way to keep making this bigger. We should have more people here next time. And when we go to the polls, we're going to have more people there this time. All right? There's a process to everything you do in life. If I teach you anything, there's a process to everything that you'll do. And that's why I said you got to be here the second time and the third time, because that's how the process works. All right, so I'm not going to be somebody who tells you I always believed in this process. I haven't always believed in it. I didn't think it was, but shit, I've been trying everything else and it hasn't been working, so I think definitely we now need to make a stand. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I'm here. Thank you.
Now, as we close up our organized, section of this rally, I want to leave you guys with a list of items that I need you guys to do, because like every, speaker up here that's gotten a round of applause, they've said that this cannot be the end. We cannot come together solely because one thing is happening and because it's all over the news, everybody's doing it. We need to continue to show our support in every other way. There's a lot of people that couldn't make this protest, but there's a lot of things that they're doing in efforts to aid in the efforts to raise awareness and keep what we're doing rolling, okay? So I'm going to start my list. Starting with call the New Jersey Supreme Court and call Governor Murphy and express your support for the Newark Civilian Complaint Review Board. For those of you that don't know what that is, look it up. Call your police commissioner and your mayor and ask them what they're doing to protect black lives from being murdered. Ask your mayor what he's doing about defunding the police. Donate to the mutual aid funds. I understand protesting is not for everybody, but there is a lot you can do if you can't get out there. There are so many funds right now that are active to bail out all the protesters and the people that are being, incarcerated. So make sure that you are donating to those funds, keeping that alive. Organize by joining advocacy groups in your area, like Black Lives Matter in Patterson. I don't think there's a local one in Clifton, but as for Patterson, there is there? There should be, right? There is one.
There's currently one right now in Patterson.
In Patterson. But we live in Clifton. We can join the Patterson when we combine their first. But either way, join these groups. Call Mayor Anzaldi and make sure he hears us since he is not out here with us. One more time. Make sure you call Mayor Anzaldi and ask him how he feels about it since he's not out here with us. Saying nothing is saying something, and that is something that I feel very adamantly about. If you're not going to say anything at all, then that shows exactly how you feel about the situation. Ask your workplaces how they can make it safer and more inclusive for black colleagues. If you have colleagues that drop the N-bomb and they are not black, call them out for that shit. Make sure that your workplaces are safe for your black brothers and sisters, alright? And then last but not least, question the lack of black people in leadership within your organization. Push it in their faces, ask them, make them uncomfortable, ask the uncomfortable questions, okay? We know that there is a lot to be said. And while we are formally ending this rally, we encourage you to stay in dialogue. Feel free to recite a poem, feel free to come up, grab the mic and drop a rap, give a speech, and communicate with each other after this. Network. Make sure that you are knowing the people in your community that have the same views as you, that share the same views as you. Your friends that aren't here, remember how you say anything about it, those are the people that you know you cannot be networking with. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys are networking with one another, communicating with one another, and knowing the people that share the same views as you from your hometown. And the surrounding towns, because Patterson's out here too. While you leave, this is important. You don't have to leave right now, but our formal schedule is coming to an end. But if you are going to leave now, make sure that you take your garbage with you. We cannot create a better world for our children if there is no planet in the first place. Alright? If you see litter on the ground, pick it up and throw it out. There are trash bags literally everywhere. Alright, so now this is an open forum, so keep it peaceful, communicate with one another, network with one another. Again, I cannot thank you guys more. When I posted that flyer, when I went on my little rant on my Instagram story, I did not think that I was going to come here and see this. I see every color. I can cry because I see everyone. I don't see just black people, I don't see just Spanish people, I don't see just everyone. I see everyone. And the fact that we can come together and stand in solidarity speaks volumes. It should speak volumes. The amount of love that is in this vicinity right now is overwhelming. And if you don't feel that, then I don't know what to say. I'm passing it off to Lana. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you so much.
So one more action item. One more action item. Fill out the census. Fill out the census. That is the only way we get funded. And that is the only way we will get change locally. Fill out the census. And now, we do have a few more people that do want to share a couple more words. Feel free to come up to the front. Let's be civil and take turns. I appreciate everyone.
And make sure you guys fill out those voter registration forms for the last time, because that is so important if you want to make a change in this country. Make sure you fill out those voter registration forms and you show up for the election, because that is where you can make a difference with your voice for local.
Hello, Clifton. Great job, Clifton. I'm so proud to see you all out here today. Together, all races, all creeds, all religions. And I really want to say a great thank you to our city manager. Our mayor is ceremonial, and he's very helpful. Call him, he will answer. But our city manager is in charge. And our Clifton police, we would like to thank them for being here to protect us. Because so far, so good in Clifton. Because we know if there are any bad apples in Clifton after today, they're going to just be shaken from the tree. So I'd just like to say I'm proud of you. There are people in this town who weren't expecting this to be peaceful, who weren't expecting this to be nonviolent, who weren't expecting people to show up. And you did. I'm proud of you, Clifton. Let's go.
Okay, my name is Juan Rosario, Patterson native, Clifton local. I just want to start this off by saying no civilization can be conquered from the outside until it is destroyed from within. And that is exactly what's happening to our nation right now. On another note, I just want to speak to my black people for just a second and say, Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power! Thank you. The one thing we all want more than anything is accountability. And we cannot get that unless all the cops are charged. Not just in Minneapolis, not just in New Jersey, but everywhere in this nation where they are murdering our people in the streets for just looking at them funny or voicing their opinion. Because a lot of, unlike some places like Newark right now, which everybody thought was going to be a shit show because of all the riots that they've been in, it was nothing but peace. Because they have community policing. The police are from their community. When you drive by a cop in Newark, you're almost scared to even be disarmed because you're like, what? All of them? Not all. It can't be all of them. It really can't. It's all of them. It's all of them. They are a part of their communities. That's why they did not put on riot gear to engage their communities. That's not why they did not set up pallets of bricks so that their communities would be enticed to engage them by undercover officers and protesters that are against the movement that just got mingled into the crowd and turned a nonviolent protest into a shit show that other countries are laughing at us all right now. And this illness that the country is going through is not inflicted by anybody standing here today. It may be inflicted here by some of the cops standing here today, but it's not inflicted by the people. It is not inflicted by the people, and that is what comes first. It comes before blue, it comes before black, it comes before white, it comes before red, yellow, green, whatever the fuck, all the things that people like to say about color. What comes first is humanity. And the number one rule of humanity is thou shalt not killed. How can people get justice for these from these black criminals being arrested if they're murdered before they see a trial? That is not justice. That is injustice. That is why you are out here. The people that accept it are not out here, or they're against us for being out here. And we need to be against them. Not only in the ballot box, but in your lives. You need to disarm them, not with hate, but with knowledge. So I need you all to do the knowledge. Do the knowledge. The schools are teaching you lies. Do the knowledge. Do the knowledge. There's so many of our brothers and sisters that have fallen and then have propaganda spread about them. One of the most important being Malcolm X, who everybody thinks is this violent protester, yet he never committed a single act of violence towards anybody ever on camera. Or during one of his marches. Let me say that. He would simply assert that black people deserve all of their rights. And the single right that they didn't want him to mention, and which caused them to call him a radical, was the right to bear arms. So I don't want you guys to bring those out in the streets, because we live in New Jersey. Luckily we're civilized and we don't just walk around with those things. But protecting your house, that is okay. That is okay. That is what everybody's preaching on Facebook right now. If you come to my home, the black people have been taught to fear guns, because if you bring a gun, it's supposedly suicide by police. You are asking for it. Black mothers and fathers are telling their sons and daughters not to even play with a water gun. Not to even play with a water gun for the fear of what might happen in front of their house. Tamir Rice was killed within 2 seconds by the police officer that arrived on the scene for playing with a toy gun. He was 12. I think he was younger than 12 years old. I'm sorry if I'm mistaking his age. But just know, where there is injustice, there cannot be law and order. Where there is injustice, there cannot be law and order. Thank you for your time. I love all my black people. I love all my human beings. Disengage that fear with love and knowledge as well. If you see a lost brother, please help him find his way. Please, please, please. Because they're killing us, because they led us astray on purpose to give the excuse to kill us. So please lead them back to the righteous path. Thank you.
And then we have the council in a few words. Okay? Thank you all for listening, by the way. And then we're taking a mic after this. I'm sorry, but we gotta wrap this up. But yeah, you guys can definitely still stay. You know how to share your thoughts, network, you know how to take the stage, all that good stuff.
Hello everyone. My name is Rosemary Pino. I am now known in the city as Councilwoman Rosemary Pino, the first minority to be elected in the city of Houston. But I came here today to support. I didn't plan to speak in Anderson, right? But as I'm sitting here listening, I felt the need that I needed to say a couple of things. And I'm not here to look for the popular vote. Maybe some of the things that I want to share with you may not be popular, and that's okay. Because what's popular for me is being my authentic self. So I want to share something, and what I'm going to share includes this. Can my kids come up, please? They're embarrassed, but we'll be right. Here's one. Here's two. Here's of 9. Yeah, I'm a stereotype. I'm a Latina with a whole bunch of baby kids. And they all look different, so they must have different baby daddies too, right? They do. Well, yeah, different. Anyway, no. But yes, last night, I'm going to be really honest, and here's the honest part. So, I have been really busy. I've had a rough weekend, and I haven't really been on social media. So I get a phone call yesterday from a business owner, and he actually is the one who told me about what was happening today. And as a business owner, he was afraid because of what's happening in the country, right? And, you know, he whatever, I tried to help him answer some questions. But when I came home, Councilwoman didn't kick in. You know what kicked in? Mom of minority children. So as soon as I came home, I called a family meeting, right? They all came, and I said, this is happening in Clifton tomorrow. So tomorrow, no one is allowed out of the house, right? And as I'm saying that, and the kids are listening, thankfully they listen, I was torn inside because that's not what I want to teach my kids, right? I want them to be here and stand for what we believe in justice, but at the same point, for those moms of minority children, and dads, if you can relate, I'm scared. Because I was scared that although I don't live around City Hall, that my son might want to go for a walk around the block, and some radical might see him and say, oh, your people are starting this in our city, and he may get hurt, right? So, as I sat there being a mom and scared, but inside I said, I don't want to hide anymore. You know, I don't want to hide. So, you know what I did? And here's the irony, right? I said, I want to be here, but I want to know that I'm safe and that my kids are safe. So you know what I did? I called, and I don't know if he's here. I don't know where he went. He was just here, and I wish he was, because if you were to see him, you would do what many people do, a stereotype. He's an officer, but before I knew him as an officer, I knew him as a friend, because we both served together on the Board of Ed. Officer Pacenti, white as can be. But I called him and I said, Pacenti, what's going on tomorrow? Is it going to be safe? Because I want to go, but I don't want my kids to be hurt. I don't want to be hurt, right? And you know what he said to me? He said, Ro, we're going to be okay. The police is going to be out here and we're going to be protecting the crowd. And you know what, Ro? I'm happy this is coming to Clifton because it's time. It's time. Officer Pacenti co-signing, I text him, Malik, and I said, Malik, I'm still trying to figure out if this is going to be safe, but if it is, stay on standby because we're going to go. And he said, okay, Mom. So what I'm saying, and I understand, and I lived in Clifton all my life pretty much, and I felt the racism, right? Obviously, I'm Latina, and the racism that the African American community faces may be different than the racism the Latino community faces and vice versa, but it's still racism nonetheless, right? We can all agree on that. But at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer that you don't attack hate with hate. At the end of the day, the minorities are now the majorities in Clifton, right? But we have to let them know that we're not those stereotypes, that we're educated, that our children are educated. And yeah, there are bad apples. I'm sure I still get nervous if I get pulled over and I'm the councilwoman. But at the end of the day, who did I call yesterday to make sure that we were going to be safe? The police, right? So we have to think about that. It's not always unnecessarily the police problem, it's a systematic problem. Because if it wasn't the police, it's going to be the prosecutor's office. Exactly. Right? If it wasn't the prosecutor's office, it's going to be the lady at Bloomingdale's who is checking us out to see if we have enough money to buy that purse. Right? So it's not just that. So we can't be narrow-minded and focused. We have to make sure that we elect, and again, if it's not me, but the people who are going to change legislation and hold the people accountable to be fair. Because Lady Justice wears a blindfold. Because no matter the color of your skin, everyone should be fair. So we need to support. We have to support, and the police is not here to hurt us.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. And so same way we don't want to be stereotyped, we can't stereotype them all.
Stop killing it.
So
It's about 50% according to...
All right, no, I know I said I was taking the mic, but this is the last speaker, and I need y'all to listen to this man. Because the whole reason that we are here right now is because when I was driving on Clifton Ave last Sunday, this man was out there by himself. He was out there by himself. Give a round of applause for Joe! This is Joe, man. Joe was out there by himself, and Joe is one of the most peaceful men that I have ever met in my entire life. This is one of the nicest men I've ever met in my entire life. So you guys listen to me with open ears and open hearts, okay? I fucking love you, Joe.
Hello, everyone. I am that man, Joe. Sunday, I walked down here because I was tired of seeing just post.
Yes.
Anyone that says someone else's words, it's about action.
Yes.
Actions are more stronger than words. I do not hear with my ears, I hear with my heart.
Yes.
I cannot change what has happened in the past. I'd be a fool to say I can. I can only start now.
Yes.
Our job is to live within, vibrate out.
Yes.
Because that's it. We are humans, humanity. Everyone needs to go home and reread the definition of humanity. Because, what the fuck? Who doesn't want to end racism? Who doesn't want to have peace? Who doesn't? I don't want to be here. I never say no to overtime, but today I said no because I wanted to be here. Because I'd be a fraud if I just did it for one day. It's not one day. It's what can you do tomorrow? What can you do today?
Every day.
Look, exactly, every fucking day. I like to curse too. Every fucking day. This was and you need to change the words, change the vocabulary. Protest, it sounds terrible. Because again, people now are just making it go as riots and looting. Unity, community, situation support, fucking people that care. That's it. So, listen, do not use the word hope. That too, I hope this changes. Fuck that. I have faith in will change. I am sorry, kids. And the kids are the future. So all I have to say is, Black Lives Matter!
not calming the record. This is a live video right now.
Shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd!
Someone said that we lost the feed.
George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd!
The official part's over. Did we get that guy, Joe? Yeah. Oh, awesome. He was good.
The people united will never be defeated! 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 Every time I step outside, I see my niggas die. Why? I'm letting you know that there ain't no gun out there that can kill my soul. All we want to do is sing the chains on it. All we want to do is sing the chains on with me. All we want to do is be free. All we want to do is be free. All we want to do is take the chains off. All we want to do is take the chains off. All we want to do is be free. Look. Look. Ladies and gentlemen, this ain't a dream. No matter how much stuff the God is saying, it's like you sing. He's trying to make it seem like we the monsters living in this place. There's a paradise soul. What the fuck you mean? Hey, brother. All because you look at our faces and you're scared of it. Never really cared for it. Trusted in my damn colors, so it really still got to praying for my grandmother. Just for the floor, yeah, it's gonna be given. Because it's given. switching sides, I'm trying to make you see, my nigga. That's the only way we want to be free, my nigga. I'm from Madison, the E, I keep it G, my nigga. It's the only way we want they gonna be free, my nigga. It's the freedom thing we want to try to see, my nigga. All we want to do is take the chains off. All we want to do is be free. All we want to do is be free, say it with me. All we trying to do is take the chains off. All we want to do is take the chains off. All we want to do is be free. All we want to do is be free. Keep it going. All we want to do is take the chains off. All we want to do is take the chains off. All we want to do is be free. All we want to do is be free. All we want to do is take the chains off. All we want to do is take the chains off. All we want to do is be free. All we want to do is be free. Thank you, guys. Yo, look, I didn't come with nothing brand or anything like that, but look, I know we're angry. I know we're mad as hell. I know we're sad. I know we're scared. We're tired. But violence is not the way. Everybody has this thing that they're saying on Twitter, I'm sure all of y'all seen this. That they're saying, oh, Dr. Martin Luther King, look at what he did, but he died. But guess what? If he didn't do that, it wouldn't even be like this right now. Stop using that as an excuse to be violent. This is our home. I've lived here all my life. Patterson, I lived here all my life. Why am I going to hurt something that I lived by for all of my life? If you want to see a change, I'm going to treat you like you my brother. I'm going to treat you like you my brother. Because guess what? That's the only way we're going to get peace out here. Because I know somebody named Dr. Martin Luther King that died, but that's the reason that we're here. Along other side people. You're my brother, you're my brother, you're my brother. Just like all of you guys are my brothers. I'm gonna die on somebody that look like you or look like you. Because of it, I don't give a fuck. Because I know that one day it's gonna mean something. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is be free. All we want to do is be free. I love all of y'all, yeah. I love all of y'all.
He thinks I can just answer real fast. Like, so, does it want me to do it right now? Just say change it now then. Just text me, on the text to the three of us, just say, tell them when to do it.
Marsha B. Johnson was a black trans woman. You are a queer or LGBTQ person in this audience. You owe everything to her. I am a bisexual 17-year-old indigenous Latinx woman.
water?
I'm okay, thank you.
Water? Water? All right, thanks.
I want to point out one thing today. To be here protesting right now is a privilege. To be here protesting right now is a privilege. And I say that because the people who vote for our right to protest have not often lived to see the fruit of their labor. When we talk about unrest, when we talk about MLK,
You guys know what happened back there?
Support the Black Lives Movement because our lives are not going to matter unless Black Lives Matter first!
Alright, everybody, hello, me again. So I only said that we were gonna be here until 7, and that's all the time that they gave us graciously, very graciously. So you don't have to go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here, okay? So please start making your way out. Round 2 will be soon. You guys can, if you guys want to, yeah, follow Clifton Unity on Twitter. That's the group page that we just made. If you want to see updates on protests and stuff like that. So Clifton Unity on Twitter. Like I said, you don't gotta go home, but you do gotta get the fuck out of here. Thank you for coming. I appreciate all of you so much.
You guys just went through some more. They picked up my feed. You guys were nationwide. You were say today? The entire nation?
Oh, wait, okay. All right, that's fucking awesome. That's good shit for you, too. Yeah, Clifton Unity on Twitter.
7,000 watch on USA Today YouTube.
I'm coming.
Socialism now. Build a working class party. Fight for socialism. Socialism.
Oh, you see the bar? They put a hoe.